Hey everyone, it's Marissa. This is my second video, and I just wanted to kind of recap on what's been happening lately since I've released the book. I've been sick this past week, but I want to kind of do a summary of everything that's been going on. So if you guys don't know, this is my book, Ballin, and it's the unauthorized biography of LeVar Ball. And it's written by me, Marissa Mitchell. And so I'm accompanying the book with this YouTube channel and blog. There's a lot to talk about, and I could talk a lot more than I'm going to, a lot longer than I will. But needless to say, it is the Ball family, and there is unending drama. Sometimes, especially when I watch what's happening with Lonzo, I feel really bad for him, simply because he is, I know, a great person. So recently with the Lakers, I'm sure many of you are aware that Lonzo has been injured with a grade 3 ankle sprain. This, coupled with LeBron's groin injury and recently, in the recent past, Rondo's finger injury, has forced the Lakers into an unenviable position in terms of making the playoffs in the Western Conference. Lonzo was beginning to do really well. He was playing well. He was in a jive. He was in a groove. In the game against the Houston Rockets, which are an amazing team, he had 8 points, 11 assists, a steal, a block, and then just injury like that. They were 20 points ahead. The Lakers were 20 points ahead. And with Lonzo's recent injuries in the past, I mean, it just couldn't have been more demoralizing for him. I honestly wish that would not have happened, because even with my kind of, say, ambiguous or however you would like to term it, position with the Ball family, I'm still a big fan of Lonzo and the Lakers. But of course, after that, Harden went on another one of his streaks, which he's been known for this season. He's been amazing, playing amazing, scoring 50 plus, multiple games, forced the overtime, and eventually won the game for the Rockets. Thereafter, after assessing Lonzo's ankle injury, they found out it was a grade 3 sprain, and that's not great. Even though they gave him a timetable of 4 to 6 weeks to recover, if you look historically at recent timetables for grade 3 strains, they have not held up. Reggie Jackson, last season of the Detroit Pistons, was given a timetable of 6 weeks, and he ended up missing 12 weeks and 37 games. Matthew Dellavedova, he was given a timetable of 4 weeks and ended up missing 9 weeks and 29 games. We hope, I'm sure, a lot of you hope that Zoe recovers quickly, just for himself, too, and not just for the Lakers. He deserves to recover quickly. He's a hardworking player. The Lakers subsequently lost against the Golden State Warriors. And then, last night, even with the return of Rondo, the Lakers suffered yet another loss against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota took the game 120 to 105. Because of all these injuries, there have been recent rumors of trades. There's been rumors on and off all season of trades. Lakers just need someone reliable, on point, but who knows what will happen. Now, I want to revisit or visit something that happened with Melo. As I'm sure most of you know, Melo returned to high school basketball as a senior, and he's playing now for Spire Institute in Ohio. So recently, Spire was enrolled in a prestigious tournament called Hoop Hall Classic, but an outside consultant, aka Aspire, thinks Big Baller brand manager Alan Foster told those in charge of the tournament that they would be requiring $10,000 for Melo to even appear at the tournament. So Spire dropped out. Surprise, surprise. This kind of monetizing of talent, no judgment. I just wonder if that's what Melo wants. Lately I've been watching Ballin, and I know it's like, oh my gosh, it's Ballin, but it's actually I was so close to the family, and it's one of the only ways that I can really kind of read LeVar and the kids, and even Tina. All of these episodes are like old news, and you'll see, kind of like news stories come out, as each episode comes out, but these are kind of like things that have already happened. But this week, catching up on season 4, there were a couple things that I noticed. Thankfully, Tina is getting therapy, and it says there in the show at Casa Colina, and it also says in the show that that's where she started. She was, and I'm so happy for that, because she really deserves that. She deserves the best chance at recovery, and I love her to death, and I always will. I love Noni, and I love her parents. So I'm really happy about that. I wonder, kind of, as I watch the show, why LeVar takes the attitude he does sometimes. It's just sometimes something that I wonder. Is it so necessary to be so hard, to reinforce this, like, tough guy prototype that we try to fit our young men in? With Melo, he says, I try to make him cry, and he has to take it, but, like, maybe that is the only way to make a great basketball player. I don't know. I just know that, like, my heart hurts when I see that, because I think there are multiple ways to play passionately and play basketball and live, and obviously. But so, that kind of stuck out to me. In the latest episode, they talk with Kanye West and possible collaboration. And yeah, that's great. How far is it going to go? I don't know. I wonder. I love the Ball family a lot, and even being estranged from them now, and I just kind of wonder how far is far enough, in terms of, I wouldn't even say money and power, but in terms of, and I don't want to use the word exploit because it has a very negative connotation and even denotation, but marketing the boys, especially Melo, who's still in high school, their talent for money. Are there boundaries? Should there be boundaries? I mean, should there be limits? You know, the purpose of JBA, I thought, was to empower players. And then, you know, later on you hear JBA players aren't even being paid. You know, they don't, I mean, they eventually get paid, I think because the story came out, but they weren't being paid, and I hope for a future where the athletes are actually being empowered in a way that really, just in a way that they can be proud of, you know, and that they really desire and that they are fully aware of. So I hope you like this video. I did my best to kind of recap everything, or most of everything. I didn't really talk about Zoe and Denise or anything, but I hope that you liked it, and there's a blog that goes along with this, so if you care to, read it, and I will talk to you soon.